Modal class, well, the highest of the frequencies is 60, and that's the group 60 to 70. Probability, so I'm looking for a fraction. Next vehicle passing speed will have a speed of 60 or less. So 60 or less is these groups, so that's 52 and 4, that's 56, out of the total of 180 vehicles. Cumulative frequencies, that's the running total, so 4 and 52 is 56. Plus the next number, 60, is 116, plus 34, plus 18, plus 12, gives us 180, which is the number we started with. Put this onto a cumulative frequency. This is our ski jump. So 50 and 4, 60 and 56, 70 and 116, 80 and 150, 90 and 168, and 100, 180. Join them up with straight lines. Speed of more than 84, so 84 is here. Which comes out at 156. How many are there more than 156 is 24. So the actual increase is £12.4, and we're comparing that to what she started with, the 155, which is 2 out of 25, or 8%. Multiplied by 100 just to check that, 8%. We've had an increase by 4.5, so we're going to do 100 plus 4.5, which takes me up to 104.5. And we're going back in time before, so it's a divide question. So he's now on 125.40. We're going to divide by the percentage, 104.5 over 100. Oh, 104.5 missed. Is 120. Nice round number. Circumference of a circle is pi d. So I need to know this length. So I've got a right angled triangle. Pythagoras tells me that d squared is 10 squared plus 10 squared, which is 200. Opposite of squaring is square root. So d is square root of 200, 14.142. And then circumference is, I multiply that by pi, gives me 44.42882938. For no extra marks, I can round to 3 sig fig. 1, 2, 3. It's followed by a 2, so it doesn't change. Just chop it off. 44.4. I've got 180 metres of fencing to make this shape. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 X's. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Y. And I've got 180. We need to make Y the subject. So let's subtract 12X. And divide by 10, and I get the required answer. Area is length times width, so the length is 4x and the width is 2y. But we've just said y is this, so I've got 4x times 2 lots of 18 minus 1.2x. Expand the brackets, gives me 144x minus 9.6x squared. Differentiate. So this has got a hidden 1, so I multiply by the old power, gives me 144, and the x will disappear. Multiply by the old power, negative 9.6 multiplied by 2. Is negative 19.2. X on 1 less than the power of 2 is 1. The maximum happens when this equals 0. So subtract 144. And divide by negative 19.2. Gives me 7.5. That's what x is, and I need to put it into this formula to get a. So it's 144 brackets 7.5 minus 9.6 brackets 7.5 squared. $540. So the length ratio is 1 to 3. So I know that the area is 1 squared to 3 squared, which is the same as 1 to 9. So this is 4. So this will be 36. But the shaded area doesn't include this original white bit. So 36 subtract that original 4 is 32.